Foc Talk. I am here with Daniel and Andy in the office. They are pricing out stuff and taking pictures for either listings on eBay, the website, Facebook albums, whatever the case may be. Anthony is up at the store right now, manning the store. Bo and everyone else has had the day off. With all that being said, we are here to do a live drawing and then a FOC discussion. So, for the live drawing, if you are not aware, if you make a claim either on a live show, either Monday or Thursday, or possibly even today, because I will be having some items up for claiming, or you make a claim on any of the Facebook albums. As long as you make one claim, you are entered in at least one time. Where it matters with the multiple items is for a monthly drawing. That is one entry per item for everything claimed on our Facebook Live shows. So, with all that being said and explained though, I am giving away a Eat the Rich number 3. It is CBCS at 9.8 is the Danny Retailer Incentive. I'm putting it up on the cover cam now. It will make a little bit more sense why I picked this one for this week's drawing when we get to the Diamond FOC. But that is what I am giving away for the weekly drawing. Okay, let me shake up the tobacco a little bit. Okay. Let's see who our lucky winner is today. Kent Fisher, you are our winner, sir. Congratulations. We will have that up at the store at some point for you, sir. Okay, on to the FOC talk. We will be covering 3 different categories. It is DC and Image. Since Image has now transferred over to Lunar, you will be seeing at some point the Image category going away. So just be mindful that if you do see that category go away, Image tiles are still being on FOC. They are just under the category FOC DC. So with that being said, we are just going to jump into it. So first up, we would want to highlight Batman number 1. It is a facsimile. It's got 3 covers this week. The facsimiles are good, affordable ways for you to get the classic comics that you know and love that may otherwise be out of your budget to be able to be added to your collection. This week's facsimile is the classic issue with the Cape Crusader and Boy Wonder having their first encounters with the clown prince of crime known as the Joker and a cruise ship cat burglar known as the Cat, later to be known as Catwoman. The blank is the classic cover minus Batman and Robin to allow either your favorite artist or your own interpretation on the classic cover. So please do check that out. Next up is Batman and Robin number 1. It is coming at you with 5 covers, including a blank. And Dan wanted to highlight the Art Germ covers. There is a regular and a foil. From Batman versus Robin to Night Terrors, a lot has happened to the dynamic duo, but now they are back together and ready to fight crime in Gotham. Just in time for Batman's most monstrous rogues to team up to turn the city into an urban jungle. A new villain watches from the shadows, intent on revenge, with a plot to turn one of Batman's greatest assets against him. Can Damon help his father solve the case before it's too late? So please do check out your covers. With it being 5 covers, we will possibly not order heavy on multiple of the covers, so please do get your orders in. On DC, please make sure that you get your orders in before Sunday at 6 p.m. Next up, we would like to highlight Creepshow Volume 2, Number 1. It is coming at you with 2 covers. Smash hit horror anthology based on the hit Shudder TV series is back and creepier than ever. This first issue is going to feature Garth Ennis, Becky Clune, and Phil Hester. Creepshow will feature a different creative team with uniquely horrifying standalone stories per issue. It is a mini-series. I will be starting to put up on the cover cam Volume 1. So we've got Creepshow issue number 1. It is cover price at $3.99. We will be offering it on today's show for minus 15% off that cover price. once I am done with the live show today, I will be putting them back active on the website in a new category called FOC Talk. When you click on that, please look at the side menu where it says Shop Now under FOC Talk. Every single week we will have a new category where it highlights all the previous issues that are available on the website. So if I am highlighting, as an example, this Creep Show Volume 2, Number 1, I will be putting any Volume 1s that we have available up for grabs. It's just another way for y'all to watch the video and then be able to jump on board for anything that you may be behind on. Okay, next up is Creep Show, issue number 2. It is cover price at $3.99. These are not bagged and boarded now, but if you do claim them, we will have them bagged and boarded for you before they get to you. Got Creep Show number 3. It is cover price at $3.99. Yeah, Garth Ennis is massively killing it here lately. Especially with me jumping on board with most of his stories that are going on, past and present. Creep Show, issue number 4. It is cover price at $3.99. And last but not least for the 5-issue Volume 1 miniseries is Creep Show number 5 at cover price of $3.99. Okay, while issue 5 sits on the cover cam, I would like to highlight next the Cole number 2. It is my pick for this week's FOC, coming at you at 3 covers. Cleo's confession elicits more fear than anger from the group, and everyone sticks together into the great unknown. Sentient mushrooms for everyone. I did not, unfortunately, read issue number 1. I did thumb through it, though. The artwork looked amazing. I cannot wait to get home tonight to be able to read it. If you did not get a chance to pick up number 1, I do have the Call number 1 cover A available for $3.99 minus that 15% off. There are other covers up available. Please do, like I said, check out that FOC Talk for today's date. I will have all available covers up for there. Okay, next up with Dan's pick for the week is The Madness number 2. It is coming at you with 3 covers. Sarah Ross, Super Thief, has been doing what she does best until she crosses the wrong person. A highly placed official who presses the government to assassinate her. Using government-sponsored superheroes, the hit misses and instead wipes out her family. Mad with grief paired with a split personality she didn't realize was more than an imaginary friend and a desire for revenge, Sarah is now on a mission to take out the superheroes who missed their shot. In issue number 2, the imaginary friend from Sarah's childhood has returned as a murderous alter ego. The madness has completely taken over Sarah and is determined to track down and destroy the people who killed her family. They know she survived their attempted hit, but is there anything that they can do now to stop her? If you are a fan of the boys, please do check out The Madness. It does read as similar to The Madness, but without all of the massive rated R involvement right now. But please do check that out. It is Dan's pick for this week. Last but not least, I would like to mention Something Epic number 5. It does have a Korn homage cover for Follow the Leader. So if you are a fan of homage covers and or album covers, please do check that one out. Last issues from the DC category are Ginger Roots. It's number 12 of 12. Miracle Kingdom 5 of 5. Oswald and the Star Chaser 6 of 6. And You've Been Canceled 4 of 4. So please do get your last issues in on those before they come and go. Okay, that is it for the FOC DC category. Next up is Marvel. Okay, we do have a couple of storylines going on with Marvel right now. The first one that I'd like to mention and highlight is Fall of X. If you have not been watching these FOCs, please, the FOC talks, please do go back to the very first one. You can probably find it on our YouTube channel just as quickly as looking through our past videos, but I did highlight more in detail about what each series covered. So, for Fall of X, we wanted to mention Alpha Flight number 2. It does come at you for 3 covers. If you missed Alpha Flight number 1 from this week, we do now have it up for grabs. It is Alpha Flight number 1 at cover price of $3.99. Remember, guys, these are going to be a limited offer while the show is still live for 15% off. When they go back onto the website live, they will be for cover price. Okay, next up is Dark X-Men number 2. It is coming at you also for 3 covers. You missed out on number 1. Here is Dark X-Men number 1. It is a cover price of $4.99. These all are cover A's on the cover cam and on the fixture, but you can check out whatever variants we do have available on our website. Okay, next up is Uncanny Avengers number 2. It does have 4 covers. Much like the Alex Ross connecting covers for Avengers and X-Men, they are starting Avengers 60th anniversary variants this week as well, which Uncanny Avengers number 2 is having one of them. So please do check those out. If you missed number 1, I am putting it up on the cover cam now. It's Uncanny Avengers number 1. It is for cover price of $4.99. I do believe number 1 was also a crossover of the God storyline. Okay, next one we wanted to highlight is Uncanny Spider-Man number 1. It is part of the Fall of X with 4 covers. The night-crawling wall crawler. On the darkest of days, he is the spark in the shadows. After the devastating events of the Hellfire Gala, Kurt Wagner is on the run and having the time of his life. Swashbuckling about New York City in disguise, the uncanny wall crawler sets aside his mutant angst and dedicates himself to the hero's life, saving civilians, hanging with fellow wall crawlers, battling baddies, and hunting down the best beats on the planet. But he can't ignore the mutant plight forever. So please do check that out if you are a fan of Spider-Man and or Nightcrawler. Those covers do not disappoint. Next up for the Fall of X storyline is Wolverine number 37. It is coming at you with 3 covers this week, as well as an X-Men 60th anniversary variant. So please do check that out. Next up for the storylines is Contest of Chaos, which was following all of the next couple of months' annuals, where it is the superheroes battling each other out. This week's cover is X-Men Annual number 1. It is coming at you with 2 covers with a X-Men 60th anniversary variant for being the second cover. Next up for the storylines is Dark Droids. We've got Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 38 with 4 covers. Star Wars Dark Droids D-Squad number 1 with 4 covers, with each one of those series having a Casanova droid connecting variant from previous issues as well. So please do check those out if you are a fan of connecting covers and did order the other connecting covers. Please do not miss out on ordering those 2. If you did not pick up Star Wars Dark Droids number 1, I am putting it up on the cover cam. It is Star Wars Dark Droids number 1, cover A, for a cover price of $5.99. Okay, that is it for covering for the storylines, but we did want to still highlight a few titles from Marvel. So the first one up is Guardians of the Galaxy number 6. It is got 2 covers this week. It is the origin of Groot Fall. 1 year ago, the Guardians were more Then a team, they were the Galaxy superheroes. Now the Guardians are outlaws, guns for hire roaming the frontier in hopes of stopping one of their own. How did the Guardians fall apart and what changed Groot into the monster he is now? The untold story is finally revealed in issue number 6. If you have not jumped on board, I do have issues 1 through 5 coming up onto the cover cam. So the first one up is Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 at cover price of $4.99. Well, guys, like I said, I am giving out the cover price, but we will be offering a 15% discount on all of these while we are still on the show. So if y'all would like to claim, please do so. If the show is no longer live, whether you be watching it on Facebook or YouTube, please check out DuncanvilleBookstore.com. In the corner where it says Shop Now, please look under the Foc Talk category of today's date of August the 18th. Please do check that out. We will have all of the titles that I am highlighting for back issues all there ready to be put in the shopping cart. Next up is Guardians of the Galaxy number 2, cover A. It is cover price of $3.99. All of these are not bag and boarded now, but if you do claim them, we will make sure they get bag and boarded before we ship them out or have them up to the store for you ready for local pickup. Next up is Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. It is cover price of $3.99 for cover A. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take off the top row. So we've got Creepshow number 1, cover A. Creepshow number 2, cover A. Creepshow number 3, cover A. And Creepshow number 4, cover A, all for $3.99 each. Then, okay, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy number 4. It is cover A for $3.99. Okay, and last but not least to catch you up on the story is Guardians of the Galaxy number 5, cover A for $3.99. I do believe that is also following the Gods storyline. Okay, next title up that we would like to mention is Predator vs. Wolverine number 1. It is coming at you with 7, I did say 7 covers this week. With multiple covers like that, please be aware that we will probably not be ordering heavy, so you must get your orders in. For DC and Marvel, please get your orders in before Sunday at 6 p.m. Predator vs. Wolverine number 1, the thrill is the kill, the bloodthirsty saga you've been waiting for. Wolverine has lived one of the longest and most storied lives in the Marvel Comics history. Now witness the untold greatest battles of Logan's life against a predator. From the blood-ridden snows of the Canadian wilderness to the sword-slinging streets of Metapor, if I'm saying that correctly, Wolverine and a predator break everything in their paths on their way to the ultimate victory or glorious death. So, if you are a Predator fan or a Wolverine fan or a fan of both, please do check that out. There are some amazing covers, including a Scotty Young. So please do get your orders in on those. Next up is Strange Academy Moon Knight number 1 for 2 covers. The multiversal math bowl at Brooklyn Visions had some pretty devastating consequences that have brought the Strange Academy kids to Manhattan. Now they've entered the orbit of Moon Knight. Is the new villain called the Equation more than even Moon Knight and his Midnight Mission can handle? One chapter of a thrilling 3-part saga. So please do keep an eye out on that. If you do order number 1, you are ordering the first part of a 3-part saga. So please be aware of that. Next one we would like to highlight is Subgenre number 1. It is coming with you at 2 covers. From the New York Times bestseller, Selling Creators of Bang, it comes a mind-bending, multi-dimensional murder mystery Presented in a pulp magazine-sized format, a man is living two lives. He is a private detective in a dystopian cyberpunk future trying to solve a triple murder. But when he falls asleep, he wakes up as a wandering adventurer in a barbaric fantasy world where magic exists. Is he two split people, or is he a third person that has undergone a psychotic split? He jumps back and forth from sword-wielding barbarian to jaded private eye trying to solve the brutal crime. But the bigger question is, can he merge these realities without losing himself? So if you are a fan of Bang, please do check out Subgenre. It should not disappoint, especially with that pulp magazine size format. It is looking very interesting. Okay, last but not least for Marvel is What If Dark Carnage #1. It is coming at you with 2 covers. What if Cortland Cassidy became Carnage? Cletus Cassidy, the madman who bonded to Carnage, wasn't the only family member to have a connection with symbiotes. Cortland Cassidy, his long dead ancestor, rests beneath the Ravencroft Institute for the Criminally Insane. What would happen if the symbiote reanimated the corpse of Cortland Cassidy? Is the world big enough for 2 Cassidy Carnages? If you are a fan of Carnage or any of the What Ifs, please do check that out. Those covers are amazing as always. So please get your orders in for DC and Marvel by 6 p.m. On Sunday. So, last but not least, we are covering Diamond. So, the first one up on Diamond is Blackout Bombshell #1 and 3 covers from Lewis Southard and the artist Dean Kotz, K-O-T-Z. Comes this oversized limited series that's the bastard child of Philip Marlowe and Hunter S. Thompson novel. It's 1967 in Sterling City. A private investigator, Jack Atlas, has been hired to solve a very important case. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't remember anything about it. After a night of drinking turned into a blank slate, Jack must put together what exactly he's gotten himself into before he ends up in a world of trouble. With the help of his best friend and lawyer, Casper Fitzpatrick, the duo must embark on the misadventure of a lifetime. If you are a fan of Hunter S. Thompson, you know that there is not a story of his that does not involve drinking and blacking out for some of his more popular ones. So please do check out Blackout Bombshell. It does seem very interesting, and I'm actually going to put it on my pull list. So please do check that out with the 3 covers that are available. Next one that I would like to highlight is coming at you from Colin Bunn. It is Bloodborne Bleak Domination #1. It is coming at you with 6 covers. Celebrated horror comics writer Colin Bunn and fan favorite artist Kowalski team up once more in the plague city of Yarnman, if I'm saying that right, Yharnam. Hunters Gretchen and Abraham search for their missing protege. Under the blood moon, a scourge of beasts stalk the streets, and a new threat lurks around every corner. The duo must venture deep into the depths of the Chalice dungeons in order to find Lucian. But malignant and ancient horrors await them. Will they find him, and what terrifying surprises awaits them if they do? If you are a fan of D&D or Bloodborne or Colin Bunn, please do check that out. It did seem very, very dungeon-oriented, and I will probably be checking it out as soon as I get off of this show. Next up is one that I actually did miss out on earlier, which I should have tried to go for. It is called Rare Flavors #1. There is 2 covers. We did have the Ash Can up this week on the cover on the Ratio albums that shows up on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. I am going to put the one that we still have available up for grabs. It is Rare Flavors #1 Tasting Menu Ash Can. This one is $8. We did have this one priced a little bit higher because it is an Ash Can edition, but you will save your 15% off on that. Discovering the tantalizing tale of Reuben Bakish, B-A-K-S-H, a demonic Rasha, not going to be able to say this right, R-A-K-S-H-A-S-A, with a down-to-earth dream of becoming the next Anthony Bourdain. To achieve his vision, Ruben enlists Mo, a filmmaker who has seen better days, to document the world-renowned cuisine of India and the people behind such glorious food. But little does Mo know that there's more to Ruben than meets the eye. The mortals play a darker role in the show than they were prepared for. This is touting to be similar to Eat the Rich, which is why we gave away the Eat the Rich earlier for the live drawing earlier. I will be, for one, checking this one out and making sure that I place both covers that are available on my FOC order very, very soon. And last but not least is Zombie Vikings #1. You did hear me right. I did say Zombie Vikings #1 at 2 covers. The title does say it all. Zombies plus Vikings equal pure horror fun. You're definitely not ready for this ride. In a small Viking village, the locals are eagerly waiting for the return of their courageous warriors and their longboats. They're expecting all sorts of riches, jewels, and even slaves, but what comes back will spread the seed of death and destruction. Who will live, who will die? Okay, guys, with that being all said, I am going to get off of here. I do have some other paperwork that I got to take care of and my FOC order to place. If you are ordering anything from Diamond, please make sure that you get your orders in for anything in that FOC miscellaneous and the FOC image categories by 5 p.m. on Monday. Everything else through the FOC DC and FOC Marvel is by 6 p.m. on Sunday. But with that being said, guys, please be kind to each other. Treat each other how you wish to be treated. We will get through this insane world together. I will see y'all on Monday's show.